is going on, guys? How y'all doing today? This is the Club of the Man 1993. We are live on this late Saturday morning to catch up on some wrestling, and we are here to talk about this week's episode of NXT, the June 24th, 2020 edition of NXT, that apparently is a go-home show, because for the next 2 weeks, AEW is having a 2-week extravaganza Fyre Fest. So just like that, the next 2 weeks for NXT is going to be the Great American Bash. Yet there really hasn't been anything hyped up for this show. Just 2 matches so far as of now that's been really hyped up as making it like a big extravaganza. We have, I think next week we're having a Fatal 4-Way for the #1 contendership for Io Shirai's NXT Women's Championship. And of course tonight, this week's episode, we had a triple threat match for the North American Championship, and the winner is going on to face Adam Cole in a winners take all match in the main event of night 2 of the Great American Bash. A little late, don't you think? If they were really, obviously they did this because, just like that, they did tapings ahead of time. WWE had to obviously keep up with AEW, so it kind of makes them look a little weak in the long run, saying that, oh, they're doing Fyre Fest, we gotta do a 2-week extravaganza, just like that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we have a pay-per-view next week. Well, we have like a 2-week, mini pay-per-view, network special, pretty much. It's kind of late. It's kind of late, I feel, to really, emphasize it. So, because of that, obviously this feels a little bit odd. My plan was originally, I was not going to review AEW next week, and just wait until night 2 of Fyre Fest and then review both, nights. Treat it like a pay-per-view review. I don't know what's about this one, because it's kind of the same thing, but there's really not much hyped up for it. So, I gotta think about it. But yeah, so we have the Great American Bash for the next 2 weeks with NXT. We'll see how it goes, especially after the news we got this week of how many people are getting sick and whatnot. Yet they're still going on with tapings, but we can't do anything about it. That's what Vince wants to do. Anyways, so let's roll in and talk about this show. So we opened up with Cameron Grimes. Apparently had attacked Damian Priest by his car. At least someone in his car. And took advantage of the bad back of Damian Priest that he's been suffering ever since he took that really nasty bump in that match with Finn Balor. They then have a match where Cameron Grimes takes full advantage of Damian Priest's back. Grimes does his finisher, the cave in, on the floor outside the ring, and that basically leads to Cameron Grimes getting the victory. I kind of find it weird that they seem to be heading. I can't tell for sure, but Damian Priest seems to be heading towards a babyface run. I'm not sure if I'm behind a babyface Damian Priest. I mean, I love Damian Priest, don't get me wrong. But besides that nasty bump, he was technically the villain in that feud with him and Finn Balor. Finn Balor was felt like the babyface. He was getting his revenge on Priest. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of an awkward turn if they really are turning him face. That's why I'm giving it still a little more time to see if they really are heading that direction or if they're keeping them betweener. I don't know. A little strange, but Cameron Grimes gets the win here. Obviously, he's been getting a lot of big wins lately, so we'll see what they do with him. Damian Priest, again, he's definitely getting a lot of momentum. We will see. So anyways. Oh boy, then we have Rhea Ripley being interviewed about the women's title picture. Before she can say much, here comes Robert Stone, saying that Aaliyah has signed with the Robert Stone brand, offers her a golden ticket, pretty much a second chance, and she's like, no, not happening. And she picks up Robert Stone and throws him in the dumpster. And then Aaliyah slaps Rhea across the face, and she's like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have done that." And Rhea walks away. We'll get more from that in a little bit, because again, I got to rant about that a little bit. I'm not enjoying this. We also get another lesson in Thatch can wrestling from Timothy Thatcher. Like these segments again, definitely making it look like he really knows what he's doing inside the ring as a technical wrestler. Really making him feel unique and such. I like it. I'm interested in seeing what he does going forward. We have Santos Escobar then taking on Jake Atlas, and good match. Santos Escobar gets the win to keep Legado del Fantasma, Legacio del Fantasma, whatever heck it is, like Legacy of Fantasma, whatever heck it's called. That they're stable, keeping their momentum going pretty good. I like what they're doing. Again, I still find it weird that, well, even though there's stuff going on with Jordan Devlin, besides him not being able to be on the shows right now with the virus, there's the allegations recently that I still find it weird that they actually put the Cruiserweight Championship on a heel. I still, well, Phantasma was supposed to be a babyface, but obviously, the story wrote itself with him turning heel and being the one behind, those luchador, kidnappings and such. But again, we'll see. Again, I definitely find it intriguing, but again, I just find it weird that the interim Cruiserweight Championship is a heel, and the real Cruiserweight Champion is also a heel. So I find it odd, but it's still good. We then see another segment of Undisputed Therapy, where Roderick Strong says he's ready to face his fears and get in that trunk. So finally, Kyle O'Reilly reveals himself, and then Roderick Strong gets in the trunk, and he's happy as he pulled it off. And Cole tells him tonight you'll also be able to face Dexter Lumis. He's like, okay, I'll give it a try. So we get that later on. We have, of course, a good video package hype up the North American Championship match. I think it's pretty good. Then we have Malcolm Bivens interviewing, has a message for those thugs, Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. He lets Rinku and Sarav, whatever his name is, say a few words. The two teams want title shots, but they've got to deal with each other first, pretty much. And like I said, I don't really, again, see anything with this team. I'm sorry, I just don't. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Afterwards, Dakota Kai pretty much told Io Shirai she's coming for a championship, which is probably a favorite to win that Fatal 4-Way we're getting next week with I think it's Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, and Dakota Kai. I think Dakota Kai is probably going to win that and challenge Io first, I would say. We had a brief match then with Karrion Kross and Bronson Reed. I actually liked this match. I liked it because, of course, we all knew Karrion Kross was going to win. But there was a couple moments in the match where Bronson Reed felt like he was able to kind of get a little bit of a one-up on him, if you know what I mean. Kind of like, it felt like watching Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee at the Rumble this past year. It looked like Bronson Reed actually had a chance to, get some, good offense, or he could have gotten a one-up on Karrion Kross, it felt like. And I thought that was good, because it was someone different who felt like it was just a way that, it was just a way where, shoot, I can't remember what I was saying now, crap. Oh yeah, it was just a way that it felt like gives someone new a little bit of a rub. Hang on one second. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways, but yeah, I do like how they kind of obviously Karrion Kross is going to get the win here, but they gave Bronson Reed a little bit of a rub. I felt I liked how they did that. Kind of made him look good. 'Cause I felt like Bronson Reed kind of needed something like that for a change. Get someone different, a little bit of a rub for a change. I thought. Anyways, so that was good. I think there. Mackenzie Mitchell then interviews Adam Cole, who doesn't matter who wins the North American Championship, because Adam Cole Bay's only concern is clearing a space on the mantle for another title. We also get another Mercedes Martinez hype video and how she's going to dominate the women's division when she finally comes through. Again, I'm still very surprised she didn't stay with AEW, especially since she appeared on an AEW pay-per-view. But she came to WWE, her choice. We'll see what she does. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. I definitely seen a lot of potential to her for sure, especially when I saw her in the Mae Young Classic. Rhea Ripley then squashes Aaliyah. Robert Stone got involved also. Why is Robert Stone again just all of a sudden a comedy act? And apparently, Robert Stone barely called Regal and whined to him. So next week they're making a handicap match with Rhea Ripley and Aaliyah. And Robert Stone's also going to be involved in the match as well. What happened? I was interested in this with Robert Stone and Chelsea Green. They split them up out of the blue. I still don't get why. And now he's just a depressed comedy act. I'm not digging it at all. And then, I love Aaliyah, but she keeps losing. And they're pairing him up with her, and she still keeps losing. So, I'm not digging it. I don't know where they're going with this whole comedy act stuff. It's just weird. I don't know. It's odd. I don't like it. Roderick Strong took on Dexter Lumis, but Roderick Strong obviously he was able to overcome his fear of Trunks, but not Dexter Lumis. Roddy got scared during the match of Lumis. He actually turned around and ran into a piece of plexiglass on his own well-being, and then he ran off, and Lumis defeated him by countout. So obviously, the rest of the air go after him, except for Bobby Fish, who hangs around, and then Lumis then sneaks behind him and puts him in submission, but then Bobby escapes and runs off. So he may have gone ahead of Bobby Fish as well. We'll see. Maybe Bobby Fish should go back to school and learn how to fry that fish, because, haven't sung it for a while, guys, singing along with me, how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Have we figured that out yet? I mean, it's been since Portland, since, that was, discovered, but I don't know, we'll see. But, so we got that, which I like that. And then, of course, we get the video package then for next week's Fatal 4-Way to determine number one contendership. And also next week, we're going to get a strap match with Roderick Strong and Dexter Lumis. I guess there's some stuff that's hyped up on this show that I didn't really, give credit for at the beginning. But I just feel like it feels super last minute, I would say. We're getting, the strap match. We're getting the Fatal 4-Way. We're getting the Winners Take All Championship match the following week. But I'm not digging, again, this Rhea Ripley, Aaliyah, and Robert Stone stuff. I'm really not. And again, just what happened to Rhea? Why all of a sudden she's all of a sudden, just like that, she's getting one of the biggest pushes we see for the women's division. And then she loses to Charlotte Flair and just gets knocked to the back of the line. Very far back. Too far back at the same time. Oh, hold on. I got a Instagram message from Robbie telling me to play this during my review. Let me see what it is. Special appearance from Robbie One Kenobi is my... If it will load here. Come on. Come on, phone. I have a special request from my Horseman brother, who I definitely cannot reject it from.
Hey Mike, I'm sorry I'm away from live chat. I know it's been a while, brother, but after what I saw at TakeOver in your house, I just have to ask. Then where, oh where are my Shotzi Blackheart ice cream bars?
Shotzi Blackheart? Let me see here. Shotzi Blackheart with ice cream bars. Key lime pie. A key lime flavor, I will say, for Shotzi Blackheart. Let me see here. I'll mess him in case he doesn't see that. key lime flavor. Key lime flavor ice cream bars for Shotzi Blackheart. Of course, I still have that list somewhere on one of my old computers, but Robbie still has his list of every wrestler's women's wrestler's ice cream bar flavor. Well, there's still a few more I think we need to get some updates in, but yeah, thank you for that, Robbie. I definitely appreciate the rub there. Anyway, so the main event time. Triple threat match for North American Championship. Keith Lee versus Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Obviously, it's kind of keeping the feud going with Keith Lee and Johnny Gargano. Even though, once again, Johnny lost at TakeOver in Your House. Ballsy badass key lime. Love it. Love it. That's why I love it. Because literally, she's literally like, the next Jeff Hardy or Darby Allin of the women's division. But anyways, yes, I thought that was a really good match between these three. Of course, kind of also reignited the feud with Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano, and also kind of getting Finn Balor, involved in the title picture as well. Because let's face it, he deserves to be in the title picture right now for sure. Obviously, again, the plan was for him to feud with Walter for the UK title, but that's not put on hold until the UK is allowed to start getting back in the ring again, which still don't know when it is. Again, I did read a rumor a couple months ago that TakeOver Dublin got pushed to October 25th, but it's going to happen still. I still don't know. So Finn Balor, of course, has been just stuck in a weird direction, but interesting enough though about this match. I mean, again, it was awesome. It was a good match, but Keith Lee retained, and he pinned Finn Balor, which I was kind of glad they did that. Because he's already pinned Johnny. Again, Johnny's taken enough pins recently. I'm still having a hard time, getting into this Johnny Gargano heel character in some ways. I just feel like something's missing. I feel like they need to capitalize on something else with him besides just, have him put on excellent wrestling matches. Like he needs some wins at some point. But obviously, Finn Balor taking the pin here, fine. And then Adam Cole came out. They posed to stare down the end of the show. And of course, again, it was made official that, next 2 weeks will be the Great American Bash. So, awesome. So guys, that's going to do it for this live review. I gave it a B. Again, I enjoyed a lot of things NXT. Still some things I didn't really enjoy, again, especially the stuff going on with Rhea Ripley, Aaliyah, and Robert Stone. Again, especially Robert Stone. I'm not digging him anymore. I don't get why they split up him and Chelsea Green to begin with. It was just getting started, and all of a sudden, boom, they split up. I'm like, what? Why? And now he's just... It's like he's in a little bit like a Vince position, where it's like he's just making him look like an idiot, and for no reason. It just looks so stupid, and I don't get it whatsoever. Unless there's something else going on with Chelsea Green behind the scenes I don't know about, but still, why split them up? Why split them up if that was the case? But, yeah, so give it a beat. We'll see what happens with Great American Bash for the next 2 weeks, and we'll go from there. So, guys, that's going to do it. What are your thoughts on this week's episode? Your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter at DemandAirborne93. Until then, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a great rest of your day, and maybe I'll talk about SmackDown later. I don't know. I've heard it was pretty much a recap show. I didn't watch it last night. We'll see. So, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and peace out, everybody.